Alright guys, welcome back to another Vlogmas video. Today, it's all about this guy. Stop looking at me. This is Hurley. He is my dog, like Jingle is Can's dog. I have had Hurley since he was a brand new puppy. My sister had a Chihuahua that had puppies. That's where he came from. She actually saved him for me because she liked him the best. So his mom is a full Chihuahua. Dad, unknown. His mom got around a little bit. So, yeah. We think, what was he, a Papillon?
I thought he was a Papillon.
Yeah.
Just because of the way his hair is,
the ear hair.
Like when I first saw him, I thought he was like some sort of like Papillon mix until he said that it was like a Jack Russell.
Well, that's
Chihuahua
the thing. I don't know. We know Chihuahua. That is 100%. But yeah, Dad is just not certain. But yeah, so as you can tell, I'm still sick. So that's fun. Yay. Vlogmas is trying to screw me over, you know? Yeah, so we came to Centennial Park. You can't see any of it right now. It's over there. Half the park is under construction. Perfect. If you guys remember or have seen it, whatever. If you haven't, you can go check that out. I think it's right there.
No, it's always left hand up.
Left hand up?
Right?
I was looking at the screen.
You never look at the screen because every time you look at the screen, it's wrong.
This is my right hand. This is my left hand. We'll see what happens. But anyway, go check out that video. That was actually our first drone flight. We came here to the Parthenon, did some shots with him. It's the first time with like an actual camera, and I think it looked really cool at the time. I'll have to go back and watch it to see how it holds up now. So some history about Hurley. I think he was the cutest puppy ever. Yeah, so I had him since he was like 6 or 8 weeks old, I think. I don't know the exact date, but he was born on Christmas Eve, over the night, so either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and he is turning 12 this year. So he's getting up there just like Jingle. He's got some white in his face.
And he has been getting old. He's been having some neck and back issues. Like, especially if it's his neck, he won't turn to one side, so he'll turn one way, but he refuses to just turn the other way. So he'll look at you, but he won't turn.
Yeah, he acts like a baby if he's injured. So Hurley here has had some hard times in his life, and I'll go over a lot. It's just gonna make you like, really? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I used to drive trucks, and I'd be gone for, a month at a time. One of my exes was keeping Hurley and everything, and he apparently had fleas pretty bad, and she did not get rid of them at all. And he just kept chewing at himself. And he ended up having like bald patches on his back. He looked pretty rough. Where are you going?
You smell something.
It was like a messy breakup at that point too. And just that on top of it, I was upset because, from here to here, he was bald, just missing fur. So my mom ended up going to get Hurley for me since I was over the road. He was staying with them for a little while and they were working on their deck or something like that. So one day, he was just like running up the stairs or running out the door. I don't remember which one, but he just fell right off their second-story deck and landed in the grass on his back. Luckily, he wasn't hurt, but yeah, that's just one more thing added to the list. So later on, I ended up getting Hurley back, and then I moved in with one of my old roommates now. We lived in an apartment. I was still going over the road, so I'd still be gone for like a month at a time, and he had to go back home to California, so he left him with one of his friends. And I told him, do not leave him outside. He is not an outside dog. He can climb fences. Sure enough, they left him outside. He climbed their fence and he went missing for 3 days. I really wish I knew what he did during those 3 days because, look at him. But I ended up getting a call from I think it was a pound or like an animal shelter or a vet clinic or something in Murfreesboro. He had traveled, I think it was like 8 miles. He went 8 miles and they found him and then called me, but I couldn't go get him because I was in like Texas or something like that. So it was just a big fiasco. He's been through a lot in his short life. This is going into like issues, just like we covered all of Jingle's issues and everything. So Hurley has some heart issues.
Just like his daddy.
Yeah, just like me. I have a heart murmur and I used to have SVT. We'll get into that in a different video. It's kind of funny because he's afraid of everything. If you point anything at him at all, like a remote control for the TV, a game controller, a pen, anything, he will look at it and he'll just kind of shy away, and then he runs away. He's afraid of the sugar gliders. He's afraid of everything. So it's kind of funny, not really, that he has heart issues because he's afraid of everything. I think he did it to himself. Hurley, come here. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I may have been the cause of some of these heart issues because when he was younger, I used to like inhale really deep and then blow in his face, and he hates it, so he just like runs away. Yeah, see, he doesn't like it.
Oh, he acts tough, but he ain't tough.
Yeah, he always likes to growl and bark at people or whatever, cats, but he's afraid of everything. Again, I remember this one time my sister was watching him for me. They had a cat that got out in the street, and he sees it, and he takes off running down the street barking at this cat until he got really close to the cat, and he stopped and started yelping and ran back to my sister. The cat didn't even move. What?
Skunk story.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I feel like there's just a lot of stories in general with Hurley. I used to take him with me on deliveries because I would be staying overnight in Knoxville twice a week. That's what I used to do. He'd go with me because I had to. I used to let him just run around Tanger Outlets and Pigeon Forge because he never ran off or anything. Well, this one night there was a skunk and I was on the truck getting my next delivery. All of a sudden I hear him take off. So I go out and look, his nose is right in this skunk's butt. So he got sprayed. I had to deal with that. That was horrible. That smell lasted, I don't know, probably 2 months. It was bad. I put him in the back of my trailer and went and got everything at Walmart. I bathed him in the parking lot. It's horrible. So there's a lot of little stories like that. The only thing I can think of that like is annoying is to Cayenne.
When I first met Josh, he would usually just be under the bed, but then he started like coming up to me and like loving on me, and I'm like, oh, this is really cute. He loves me. And when we start living together, he would want to go under the blankets. So
Just
I was
like
like,
Jingle.
okay. And I lift up the blanket because he'll just come up to me and I'm like, do you want under the blanket? He'll go under. We'll go to sleep.
See, he was cute back then.
He was cute. Now it's one of those things that if he's not under the blanket, he'll come up to my face and stare at me.
It's one of those things like he gets really close to your face and he just stays right there. It's like he's checking to see if you're awake or not.
And then he'll do a little whimper. And if that doesn't work, it's like, Mom.
Yeah, he actually pats her on the shoulder and says, lift the blanket.
And then he'll keep doing that until I lift the blanket. And then if he's not comfortable, instead of just turning around in the blankets and sitting down, he gets out of the blankets, comes back to me and is like, Mom.
It's kind of funny because he likes being under the blankets. He knows how to get under the blankets, but he's just bad at it. Like you'll see him getting under the blankets and he's just horrible. He can't do it. I think it's just because he's got such long legs. He can't do it like Jingle. Jingle is a burrower and Hurley is just like, he flips it up on top of his body. But yeah, it's pretty funny. He's a good dog. Ultimately, he's a really good dog. Oh, he's smart as well. Like we already talked about how he wakes her up to lift the blanket. Well, he knows how to roll down the windows in the car, and he does it almost every single car ride. So it got to the point where we have to lock the windows, and you'll just hear him back there like clicking it, and then he looks at it like, why isn't it working? I don't think we've ever gotten him on camera doing that, because that's
hard.
Yeah, it's one of those difficult things to capture.
But he just likes sticking his head out.
Yep. Well, I think that's about it for Hurley, really. There's not a whole lot. He hasn't really had any medical issues at all. It's just the traumatic experiences throughout his life and his little weird habits, and yeah, that's about it. But yeah, again, we did that video here at Centennial Park. It was the first drone flight. I think that's what it's called. But go check that out because I got some shots of Hurley and he looks really good. Really good.
I think he was groomed.
He was definitely groomed. So go check that stuff out, and I guess that's it for Hurley. Next, we will be doing Lily. It's kind of the same with her. She's got a few stories, but not a whole lot. But anyway, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Again, we're just going over all of our animals in more detail and letting you know who we have in our lives, really. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give Hurley some love, and we will see you tomorrow. Wait, no, we'll see you on tomorrow's adventure. It's gonna stick.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
We're right by a road, so it sucks. What are you doing? Okay. Can you stop?
Be squirrely.
I'm dying.
There's a lot of tours going on today.
I know. Tour buses for days.
Fourth bus I've seen.
It's the same freaking car, man.
The windows are rolled up too. Like,
I know.
how loud is
Yeah.
your music?
Bumping around the park.
You
Anyway,
sound old.
so I actually have some. What'd you sound? What is that sound? This is ridiculous. We always have issues when we come to Centennial Park. He gets like really close to see. What? Okay, cop just came by and got on the loudspeaker. Awesome. Can we have anything else? Is my butt like?
It's wrinkly with grass.
Oh, it doesn't look like I sat and stuff.
Not like there's not grass on your butt, but there's